Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in. For everyone who is new, I am Chavi Gupta. I am an IIT Delhi and I am Ahmedabad alum, and I was also the CAT 2017 100 percentiler. I have worked as a consultant for a while and right now I am working as a product manager. In today's video, I will actually take you through the importance of time management, or actually just how do you manage time. What are the different skills, what are the different tactics that have helped me manage time during one of the most difficult periods of my life, that was during my MBA. So how did I manage time? How do I organize my to-dos? How do I ensure that everything gets completed in time? I have brought all the tips and tricks for you in this particular video. So let's just get started. So specifically, this video is part of the video series Navigating Through Your MBA Life. And in this, I'll be answering the question, how to manage time with everything. This particular video series is a part of 8 videos, out of which 4 have already been launched, and those I would call the basics. Those are sort of to understand how to adjust in the MBA environment, how to figure out studies, placements and case study competitions. Now these particular 4 videos that will come after this video, including this one as well, is the ones that you sort of you will use these skills to get ahead of the crowd, and these are something that is additional to what you will obviously be doing in an MBA. So today we'll be talking about how to manage time with everything. One mantra that I feel should be followed by anyone at least doing an MBA should be that MBA is more than a degree. It is an experience that you should cherish. And the reason behind me creating these particular videos is that I do want everyone who is doing an MBA to actually cherish this particular experience. Now let's just get started on why should you really care for time management in an MBA? Why can't you just do like what everyone is doing and not care so much about time management? Well, MBA has a lot of pressure of academics. It has super high academic pressure. It will be there throughout your 2 years. You will have quizzes, assignments, projects, exams, class participation and a lot of different things that you have to take care of. The second is you need to build a profile along with the pressure of academics. So you need those POR points, you need those ECA points, you need the best internship possible, you need to take part in all the competitions that are coming. So you need to do a lot of additional things apart from your academics. And while doing all this, you need to have fun because you should actually have a good experience during your MBA. And there are amazing fests, competitions, great people actually who can give you a really good experience of your MBA. So with all this, how do you really then manage your to-do list with so many items which are there to be done? This is a really tricky concept, and this is my personal view of how to organize your to-do list. This is something that I do most of the times, and I would really advise you to try it out at least and then figure out if it works for you or not. So for this, I generally divide my to-dos into the must-dos that you have to do, which is like assignments, prepare for exams, etc. There are some maybes, which is like doing additional problems from a refresher book, revising some other topic, checking out a new marketing newsletter or something like that. And then there are sort of like skips, which yes, these come in your to-do list, but these you mostly want to then skip. These could be just very small things like, I don't know, taking part in a fest competition, which you might want to do, but you can put it in skip if you have a lot of must-dos and maybes. And now, once you divide your to-do list like this, the other axis of it would sort of define when you will do this activity. So that axis for me is actually dividing your entire to-do list into things that are fun for you, things that are interesting for you, which might be difficult but are still interesting, things that are boring for you, which might be easy but are still boring, things where you need help in general, that you need someone to explain it to you, to help you out, and things that are very tedious or very long or just requires a lot of energy in general, right? There are some examples like this. So marketing assignment, which has to be submitted on 20 September. If you like marketing, it is an interesting must do for you. Whereas revising finance chapter 2, which you want to do but it requires someone's help, could be a maybe, right? So this is just an example. For skip, the example could be, as I mentioned, like some fest competition, some other POR that you want to pick up, or the interview to it. Actually, once you have the POR, it moves to must do's. But these are few examples. I would also love like more examples from you. So in case you are watching this particular video, do mention some examples that you feel could fit in this matrix, and this matrix would be really helpful for you in managing your time. Now, once you have this particular matrix, and please try to create it along with the video if you can with some examples, then we move on to the next step, which is now how do you use this matrix to determine when to complete each task. There are a few definite parameters, right? That there will be some deadlines. So for example, if marketing assignment is due on 20 September, then you have to do it by like 19th, right? There would be some group assignments which will require the group's activities. So group's availability is needed. Hence you will have to coordinate based on that. There could be some sort of things like what is the time duration you can work for. So if you have a must do that is tedious, you might want to break it into different times. Like if it is a tedious job for around 6 hours, but you are never free regularly for 6 hours, or even if you are not really, pretty active for the entire 6 hours. So you might want to break it into 2 hours of smaller activities and then move it into some other domain and then see what is the time duration you can work for at each time. And your mood and energy. Now this might seem pretty counterintuitive that how will my mood or something determine things, but just stay with me. For example, you have a task that is a fun must do. That means that whenever you are down, you're not feeling up to studying, you're not feeling like I want to invest a lot of time, but you have time, but by the end of the day you're sort of tired, you can pick up the fun must do. If there is something which is a boring must do, for example, what you will do first thing in the morning, if you are free, if you have 1 or 2 hours, first thing in the morning you will do the boring must do, so that in the morning you are done, you have a better you can say positive energy within you because you have already completed one task, and you are also done with the boring task which you can't do at times when you are sort of really tired or actually burdened with a lot of things in your mind. That is why your mood and energy also determines when you do these work. Now once you identify that, okay, based on me, and this would be very personal, right? Your mood and energy could be like, for me, morning if I do not work out, then my day goes like pretty random. But if I'm very tired and I don't do it, then I just do very tactical tasks in the morning, that okay, these are things where I do not have to spend a lot of my brain energy and I know what to do and I just do them. Towards the night, towards the evening actually, around 6 to 12ish is when, at least in college, I used to be super active. So at that time, I would be able to think more, I would be able to think more creative ideas for assignments, for competitions, and for a lot of more things. So for me, all the fun activities or interesting activities or like basic to-dos, I would just do in the morning when I was not really, the fun must-dos mostly. And the interesting ones or the tedious ones, I would generally do towards the evening. The boring ones, I would just find time somewhere. So yes, this is why it is important. Please figure out in your day what are your times of high activity, of low energy, of just in general high brain activity. That is what I meant by this. And when you are more free in general, so when you can pick up longer tasks as well. Okay, try to schedule your day as much as possible, because in MBA you will lose track of time so easily that you will not be able to figure out what did I really do in this particular day or a week. So schedule your time as much as possible, put it in a calendar, write it down if that is something that you like. I really like putting it in calendars. So any group meetings also we used to put in calendars sometimes so that everyone in the group would keep that particular time free also. So this would be really interesting for you to put it in a calendar. I would just have like my classes, sometimes for group studies, sometimes for assignments, sometimes for personal studies, sometimes for just chilling and fun, etc. So that is how you should also try to schedule. See, during the day when you get the class routine, when you get the exam routine, see where you can fit in assignment and study times. So if 8:30 to say 11:30 is your class on Wednesday, then after a half an hour break, 12 to 2 you can potentially fit in one slot of study time or assignment, and at 2 you can go for a lunch, right? So that is how you should try to figure out where or I can fit in these times. Have buffers around all events. What happens sometimes when we do scheduling is that we schedule everything end to end. Like if 8:30 to 9:30 is one class, we'll start our assignment at 9:30. Okay. If that happens, what will happen is that your mind would be in the class zone, and it will take at least 10 minutes to shift from the class zone to the assignment zone. And that is why you need buffers around all your events. So if your class is from 8:30 to 9:15, then taking that 15-minute buffer and then starting your assignment at 9:30 is a good idea. If you have 1 hour classes, then probably shift it to 9:45, right? So have some buffers. Your mind requires switching from one thing to the other, and in general also there might be times when things get extended or something happens, and then your schedule otherwise will be totally out of whack. So that is why have some buffers around all events. Schedule it the night before or in the morning. If you are a night person, before going to sleep, schedule to the next day. Or if you are a morning person, when you wake up in the morning, that could be like 4, 5, 6, whenever you wake up, just schedule your day at that particular time, so that you have enough clarity when you are going through the day that what is it that you have to do at each time. And that will really help you in stopping yourself from wasting away time. Because what happens is, suppose I don't have any sort of schedule for now, and it is 11:30, my classes are over, I don't have any assignments to submit today, I don't see anything urgent coming up, there's nothing in my must do's today, okay? Now what will happen is that I will just chill, I'll watch something, I'll do something else, and my maybe to-dos will just go away like that, right? I will never find time for them. So if you know beforehand that there will be no must to-dos for you today, then it's easier for you to schedule the day before or in the morning that these are the few maybes that I'll get done today. If you don't, then when you come to that free time, you will actually not do anything, and that is how you will waste time. So please try to schedule it on time. Just a few, you can say, blocker tips on all of this. If you have time, don't waste it, and that relates to what I said earlier. Whenever you have time, you're not supposed to waste it. Just pick up one of the tasks from your to-do and do it. Even if you have forgotten to schedule, if you have that matrix of tasks and you find that, okay, this particular fun task takes me 1 hour and I have like 2 hours free, let's just do this 1 hour task, right? That will always help you. Just keep on updating that list every single day, tick it off, cross off things, add new things, keep it updated, keep it up to date. Procrastination in MBA is your worst enemy possible. There will always be new tasks coming in, your tasks will pile on, and in the end your stress will increase a lot. Suppose that today being I think 22nd of September, if I say that I have an assignment due on 30th September, right? So today I feel that it's not as urgent, it's nothing that I have to do. Now, as soon as 28th September comes, I start feeling the pressure of the 30th September. And now on 27th September, my professor announces that okay, tomorrow there's a quiz. Now till 28th September I am blocked. I will have to give that quiz and after that there's very less time left to do that assignment. And what if another assignment comes up, or what if a placement company gives you an application form? There are so many things that can happen. So even if your deadline is far away, it is best if you do it as soon as you get free. The more you procrastinate, the lesser will be the quality of finally what you are going to create, and the higher will be your stress. So for anyone, specifically if you're facing stress and anxiety, please do not procrastinate ever. Having this matrix will give you a lot of confidence, will give you a lot of sense of what are the things that are pending for you, and you should try to attempt them as soon as possible. And you can get free time. You won't believe the amount of free time that I got during my MBA. I used to actually balance my studies, my placements, my extracurriculars and everything along with my family, because I just got married before my MBA. So in second year at least, I used to travel every other weekend. That means my weekend time was entirely blocked. But even with that, I was able to complete everything on time. I was able to give time to almost everything in college. And I did get free time. I did binge a lot at that time as well. We went out a lot. So yes, you can get free time. If you do your tasks before the deadlines, you will have free time and you will be able to do other things. You'll be able to pursue your hobbies. I used to go out and play badminton for quite a while. I used to do something else. So you will get time to do all those things if you do all of your tasks before the deadline hits or before the deadline pressure. I hope that this was helpful. The overall funda would be that time management is actually the single most important skill you will learn in your MBA college, and it will be something that you will use always. You will use it in your office, in any personal personal hobby or hustle that you start or begin. You will use it almost every single time in your entire life. So it'll be great if you learn it today and if you learn it right now and you actually use it, actually figure out what really works for you best, and that is the best that you can do. I hope that this was helpful, guys. The next video that will come in the series is having fun in MBA. That's going to be a little different. I'll try to at least incorporate a few things that I have. In any case, you can watch my MBA 2-year journey video, and that also includes a lot of fun elements, and that should be the video coming up next. I launch videos every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I do launch from this particular series as well or some other videos in the meanwhile, but every Wednesday 7 p.m. is where I launch. Please subscribe the channel, please turn on your notifications to get notified about any new content, and that will really help you. Again, as I said, if you like the videos, please like them. Tell me in comments, what do you like? What did you learn from this video? Is there something that you're still struggling with? I will try to reply to your comment. Please share if you like the channel, subscribe and turn on your notifications. For connecting with me on other social media channels, the links are there in description. Or otherwise, I have my website chavihere.com where all of the content that I create is there at one place. So you can find it all there. Thank you so much for joining in today. I hope you liked it. Please tell me, please give me your feedback in the comments. And I'll see you again soon. Hopefully on Sunday, 7 p.m. That is when I have my live Q&A session. So see you then. Bye-bye.